Hello, student. I am Alu Ganguly, and today we embark on a journey through one of the most fascinating tales from Indian mythology, the story of Lord Vishnu's first avatar, the Matsya, or the fish. This story is not just a myth, but a treasure trove of wisdom that can guide us in our personal and collective growth. Lord Vishnu has taken a total of 10 important incarnations, of which Matsya is his initial incarnation or the first avatar. He assumed this incarnation when one kalpa, which is the 1 year of Brahma, was ending. A new kalpa was about to begin. That is when one era ends and new era begins. Kalpa is the period that includes four yugas like Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga, or 1 day of Brahma. At this time of the end of Kali Yuga, once upon a time, a demon named Hayagriva stole the Vedas. The Vedas are the ancient Sanskrit texts of Hinduism. He stole the Vedas from Lord Brahma. He hid the Vedas in the deep sea. Seeing this incident as a threat to balance of the universe, Lord Vishnu decided to fish out the Vedas from the ocean in the form of giant fish. Lord Vishnu took the form of a huge fish with a horn on his head, which we know as a Matsya avatar. Lord Vishnu swam to the bottom of the sea and found that demon Hayagriva hiding with the Vedas. The demon attacked Lord Vishnu, but Lord Vishnu, Narayana, in the form of a fish, was too powerful for the demon. Lord Vishnu defeated Hayagriva and recovered the Vedas. However, Lord Vishnu's purpose was not yet fulfilled. The entire earth was soon going to be destroyed by a massive flood. And Lord Vishnu knew that the knowledge contained in the Vedas would be essentials in creating a new world after the flood. This flood is called as Pralaya in Hinduism. However, Lord Vishnu had already devised a plan in the past. It unfolded as follows. At the conclusion of the Kalpa, Maharaja Satyavrata, also known as Manu, ruled. He was a fervent devotee of Lord Vishnu and a dedicated practitioner of his faith. One day, following his morning ablutions, he presenting a water to the sun god at river. As he gathered the water, a teeny fish found its way into his palm. When King Manu started releasing the fish back into the sea, the fish started talking to him. The fish backed the king into the sea. The fish begged the king not to release him into the sea because bigger fish would eat him there. He said that he had heard about the generosity of King Manu. King Manu was pleased to hear about the fish and promised to keep the fish in a huge palace. He ordered the soldiers to keep the fish in a golden vessels. As soon as the fish was placed in the container, it started increasing in size. Gradually, the character becomes small for him, or the container becomes small for him. Seeing this, the fish requested the king to keep it into a bigger vessels. But the fish is still increasing and asked the king to leave him into the river. Again, as soon as the king Manu released the fish into the sea, it assumed a huge size and become bigger than the earlier one. Seeing this, the king realized that this fish was not an ordinary fish, but a form of Lord Vishnu. He prayed to God that he should assume his true form for him. Hearing the innocent mind and truthful words of Manu, Lord Vishnu appeared before him in the Matsya incarnation. God said that the time of doomsday is near, and after 7 days there will be a great flood in which the entire earth will be submerged and life will come to an end. The Lord instructed the king Manu to build a huge boat and store it in a, and store in it the seven sages, the subtle forms of all type of beings, the seeds of all vegetations, trees and other things. And Lord said, when the time comes, I will become a big fish and come near to your boat. Then you put the rope of Vasuki snake, is the Lord snake, named is Vasuki, the huge snake, on my horn. As I said, the fish avatar is a huge fish with a horn on his head. I will become a big fish and come near your boat. Then you put the rope of Vasuki snake. Vasuki is Lord Vishnu's snake, a huge snake, right? So Lord said, then you put the rope of Vasuki snake on my horn, right? So that incarnation of big fish is having a horn, right, on his head. And he said, I will myself take you and your boat out of this deluge to a safe place. As per the order of Lord, the king Manu, gathered all the materials and made a boat, in which he took all the necessary things and sat down along with seven sages. When the deluge came, the doomsday arrived. When the doomsday arrived, at the appointed time, only water was visible everywhere. The king sitting in the boat was very scared. Then the seven sages gave him courage and asked him to wait for Lord Vishnu. After a while, a huge fish started moving around the boat with a big horn clearly visible on his head. The king, as the Lord has already suggested, tied the serpent Vasuki to that horn, using it as a rope. So as a Matsya avatar, finally the Lord guided the boat to safety, preserving life and knowledge, which is Vedas, for the new world to come. The story of Matsya avatar teaches us the importance of preparedness and foresight. Just as Manu prepared for the deluge by building a boat and gathering all essential and living beings, flora, fauna, we too must be prepared for the life challenges. This means planning ahead, being proactive, and having a clear vision for the future. Another lesson from this story is the value of cooperation and unity. Manu didn't face the deluge alone. He gathered sages, animals, plants, symbolizing the importance of community and collective effort. In our lives, working together and supporting each other can help us overcome even the most daunting challenge of life. So, thank you, and let's move on.